Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
So this is us just chilling in the living room sofa and doing a little podcast together. Me, my sister, and my sister-in-law. So join us and we'll have some fun and talk about some deep topics and subjects. It'll be divided into different episodes since it was such a long one, and we'd rather do shorter ones that are easy to listen to. But we would really love for you to join, listen, and comment. We would love to hear the stories about your hearts. Part 3. Yes, when I read what you wrote, and I was like, I instantly got this picture in my head of your heart. You know those thin plastic things that you can like wrap your food up in, you have in your kitchen, you just roll it up and you cut it off and I could see those thin plastic sheets, and once you put one layer on around your heart, then that's fine. And 2 layers and 3 layers, but I saw you have like 50, 100 layers of those. And the more layers you had around your heart, the more restricted your heart was, and finally it just couldn't function optimally. So that was the image I had in my head, and I just called you and asked, can I please just remove some of those heart walls for you? And you said, yes, please do anything. I just want to feel again. And so I've been reading and doing some of trapped emotions and heart wall reductions and taking away when I've been working with clients. And so I started doing that for you, just focusing on the heart walls and getting rid of layer after layer. And it's been interesting because I could do 2-3 layers a day, and I've never encountered anyone that had as many layers around their heart as you had. And I know you told me before that you had a hard time crying, and I don't think I've ever seen you cry as long as we've known each other, and I've known you since you were like 16 or something. Yeah, and it's been something that we've actually talked about quite a lot during our time that we've known each other, that you said you're like, I can't cry. And I remember taking away blockages, and I think I did 2 or 3 or 4, and then I waited a couple of days and 2, and then I did some more, and then waited and just did some more. And I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks into this, and I just felt like it's gonna come soon. And I remember I wrote you, it's like, whenever you feel like crying or when the tears are coming, just let me know. And I think it was the day after or the day after that when you wrote to me or called me and said, I can't stop crying. Something happened and I've been crying for hours and I can't stop. And I felt it in you that it was on the way, that breaking of that Pandora's box open, and I was like, I'm sorry that you're crying, but doesn't it feel liberating just to feel everything and just be in that emotion and just cry and let it out? And I thought it was such a beautiful experience just to get that from you. And so tell me a little bit, what have you been feeling since we've been working on your heart walls? How has it felt? How does it show in your life? Just tell me about it.
Well, yeah, it sure has been an interesting time because, like I said, I've been really closed up. I always had a strong intuition and always had help, but I have really been closed off. But since you've been working with me, it's really interesting because I didn't have this happy, warm, hugging, I love you upbringing. My childhood has been, I had to stay tough. I needed those walls to be able to survive emotionally, if I put it like that. And even through my adulthood and my marriage, I also had to protect myself in a bit. Not that my husband didn't love me, but there have been struggles, a lot of struggles, but I have been really closed up. And since you've been working with me, it's only been a few months since you started, At first, I didn't feel so much, and I was like, yeah, if this can help, it's good, but we'll see. But then, out of nowhere, always when I've been at work and people had said something, giving me critics or giving me compliments, I always like, okay, thank you. And nothing stuck, and everything just, it was like a water on a goose. It just ran past me. And I wasn't really feeling so much, but now I could get so engaged in conversations. And when people said something, I could get so excited about talking about it, so I cheered up. And it was like, oh, my eyes is running. And I didn't know what it was, so you started to like taking away the tears, and then you get infected on the side of your eye because you're there with your fingers all the time. And I was like, I thought I had an infection in my eyes, but my emotion was so close, and that was really new to me. So I didn't know how to handle it because I usually don't feel so much, but now I felt everything all the time. People said something funny, I laughed so the tears was running down my face. I could watch movies and I could really start sobbing, and it was like I needed to get towels because papers wasn't enough. And it happened so much inside of me, and it's hard to explain more than I can really cry now. And I haven't been able to cry for like 40 years. I'm 41 years old right now, so yeah, you get the picture. Yeah, and the past weeks, because it's been a roller coaster, but it's been baby steps, because I didn't feel everything right away, but the past week I have felt so alive. I never felt so alive. I got another confidence. I still have a long way to go before I have the self-esteem and my confidence is so that I can really take a compliment and really believe it. But I felt strong in a way, so at work I really been able to stand up for myself in a way. It's like, it's not that I haven't been able to do my job, but the past weeks I've really been able to stand up for myself, and I have been able to influence the position and my job. In my job before, I've been asking for help and that we need to be more people doing the job because there was so much to do, but no one really heard me. But now I really have this power, you can say that, inside me. So now when I ask for help, that we need more resources, we need more people, I have got it. Now we are like 8 people doing the job that I've been doing for 3 years alone. And now we're a lot of people that I'm teaching them everything that I know so that they can help me and do my job. Not do my job, but to take parts of my job so I don't have to do everything alone. And it's really amazing because in 3 years I've been saying the exact same thing, but nothing has happened because I've been like, they say, oh, we don't know. It's like, okay, I can do it by myself. But now I really command. I have another confidence in myself, and the past week I felt this happiness and joy in my body, and I felt more lightness, and I started to see my value in the world. I still have a long way to go because I still put myself down and don't believe in myself and doubt myself, but I've come so far since my sister-in-law started working on my heart. So it's amazing to see what that can do. So that's why I can really say with confidence that if we all just go inside ourselves and start heal ourselves and seek, like, if you can't do it alone, ask someone to help you to really get inside yourself and feel your own energies and just see, where are my blockage? What do I have inside of me that I need to work through to really, really let that shine up? So I started to feel the light inside of myself. It's like I have a restlessness inside me. I really want to do something new. I want to live. I want to explore. I want to do so many things. But I know I'm not really there yet, but I'm on my way.
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.